Alright guys, so now we have read The Open Boat by Stephen Crane, and we are getting ready to do a close reading and annotation review. We're going to do this in two different sections, mainly for the size of the video and for ease of completing the assignment. So the very first thing that you guys should have in front of you is this annotation guide. It should just say directions at the top, and that should be helpful to you when it concerns this assignment. So the directions: read the story completely once before annotating it. Use the questions below to help you guide you through your second reading. All right, so this section here is going to be the main section that we're going to be working on. You're going to develop 5 level 2 and 3 level 3 questions from Bloom's Taxonomy. All right. A lot of you don't know what Bloom's Taxonomy is, and that's all right. Bloom's is a guy who created leveled thinking questions to help us learn and develop and process thought process and question and comprehension whenever we consider reading and what we're doing with reading. Bloom's does this in 6 different steps. The very first level is going to be this remembering knowledge level, okay? The second is going to be understanding comprehension. The third is evaluating, and fourth is creating synthesis. We have 2 more beyond that. However, it's not going to be on the screen because I need to scroll down, which I'll go ahead and do right now. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down to show you 5 and 6. We have applying and analyzing. Okay, this one was 3, this one was 4. Just so you can get familiar with this information. For this process, we're going to go ahead and go back to the closed reading and annotation guide. For this process, we're going to develop 5 level 2 questions and 3 level 3 questions. Okay, so where's my level 2? Well, level 2 is going to be next to level 1 at the top. Understanding and comprehension. This is going to be the level 2, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this baby up here. This is going to be level 2. This is going to be level 3. Oh, that was a really crummy 3. Okay. Level 2 is understanding comprehension. How would you compare and contrast? How would you clarify the meaning? How would you differentiate between? How would you generalize? How would you express? What can you infer from? What did you observe? How would you identify? How can you describe? Will you restate? Elaborate on? What would happen if? What is the main idea of? And what can you say about? Now, you also have the level 3 questions. What criteria would you use to assess? What data was used to evaluate? What choice would you have made? How would you determine the facts? What is the most important? What would you suggest? How would you grade? What is your opinion of? How would you verify? What information would you use to prioritize? Rate the importance of, and determine the value of. Okay, so I'm going to give you really quick a fast level 2 question. I'm going to go ahead and let's do this. Thank you. Fast level 2 question. How would you compare Billy the oiler to the correspondent? Okay, so that's going to be your first question. Yeah, can you use it? Sure, but that's going to be kind of weak for you because that was my question. I would like for you to go ahead and really just think about some of these questions. Okay, evaluation. I'm just going to take the bottom one of that and talk about determining the value of. So my first evaluation one would be, let me back up here, determine the value of the captain. Notice that most of mine are going to be based upon the characters and the character study. Where should you write this? Many of you will ask me that. Go to the back of your close reading and annotation and give yourself a space to write the 8 questions down, because didn't it say that you needed 5 level 2 and 3 level 3? How many questions should you have between the two? 8. You should have 8 questions between the two. Okay? You need 5 of those understanding and comprehension, 3 evaluating and evaluation about the reading. Okay? I want you to put on the back of that close reading an annotation and make sure that your questions are complete and punctuated correctly. And that is the end of this section.